Hey, well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. I'm getting ready to leave out of here, going over to Leon's house, because Leon, brother, I'm coming for you, Leon. I'll be there around noon. But before I go, I got to address good old Jerry. Jerry Jones, you got to love him because he is a blogger's best friend. Jerry Jones, even when stuff is quiet, will stir some shit up, you know? And he's let us know that Zeke Elliott is a little banged up. We saw Zeke Elliott hurdling a man and all that, and he's probably still tired. I mean, isn't he still running past some lines and stuff? But banged his knee a little bit, got a little bit of an ankle issue and stuff. But Jerry Jones says that, well, he's not hurt to the point where he won't be able to play on Sunday. So, take that with a grain of salt. Jerry Jones is truly feeling himself after getting a victory. A lot different than when we lost to Carolina and he had no comment. But he also said on the Fan today, when I think of Dak, I think of a player that somehow is going to get it done. I just love him as a quarterback. Okay, well, that's great. That's good that he believes in him. The reality is, right now, you got nobody else to believe in. You're not going to go out and say, well, I don't believe in the guy. He's garbage, and you don't have somebody else to replace him with. You got to give your support to him. But I honestly, truly believe that he does believe in Dak. We'll see what we see with Dak going forward, if we can continue to do some of the things that we did last week, if we can start getting the ball down the field more, and so on, and everybody else can elevate their play, I think it'll be okay. But also, speaking of quarterbacks, he kind of hinted that his adopted son, Tony Romo, is on the fast track to be in the Ring of Honor. Which really isn't a surprise because we know how much Jerry Jones has always loved Tony Romo and still loves Tony Romo to this day. And I don't have a problem with that because, I remember, Roger Staubach and, Ed Too Tall Jones and Tony Dorsett, because those were the guys that I grew up on. But you're looking at a different generation now of fans that don't know that far back. In fact, guys like Charles Haley, a lot of these guys really don't know. My son knows who Charles Haley is, has met him, loves him and all that, but was really too young to really be able to know who that was and embrace him. And so when you look at a Tony Romo, most of the fans today can see him, know him, and that's understandable. But there are some other guys that aren't on the list for who knows why. Some of them maybe personal grudges and things. But it's time to let all that stuff go, because in the end, it should be about what you meant to the Dallas Cowboys franchise, their history, and that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about personal grudges and things. You look at the record, and that's what it should be. So look for Tony Romo to be in the Ring of Honor sooner than later. Here's the quote from Jerry. Jerry Jones and Tony Romo going to the Ring of Honor. Tony was magnificent for this franchise during his career. That's what the Ring of Honor is about. While there wasn't a Super Bowl, I think he was one of the best at his position. So let's use that criteria with everybody, Jerry. Now, another little interesting tad bit, because we know Jerry Jones is not going to get fired. We know Stephen Jones is not going to get fired because, well, they own the thing. But Stephen Jones nudged Jerry and said to him, when we're getting ready to kick the game-winning field goal, he said, if he misses, it's South Africa for us. We're going to have to leave. And I got to tell you, there might be a lot to that one, because that might have been the final straw to break the camel's back. Because when we see Des Bryant was let go and things like that, that Tony Romo was gone, Jason Witten, and then you lose a game that you had an opportunity by the kicker, yeah, it would have gotten pretty ugly out there for Jerry and Stephen Jones. But hey, Jerry Jones never disappoints in any of the press conferences, especially after the Cowboys win. Hopefully, we'll get plenty of these kind of situations with Jerry Jones having a good press conference, giving some good sound bites and things. I'm okay with that. So let me get ready to get my behind over here because, Leon, I'm coming for you, brother. And I will see you guys later with any more news on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'll see you soon.